Greetings, Hoodoo family. So great to be with you one more time. I hope that you're staying warm and safe during all of this cold weather that's going on across the country. Well, family, you will notice on this channel that I use very minimum commercial products to the best degree that I can because I want you to know that you don't need a lot of money to do hoodoo. You can do this and you can do hoodoo for yourself. You don't have to pay people hundreds and thousands of dollars to do this for you. You have the power within your lineage to do this, and you can absolutely use what is around you or whatever you have on hand. Family, there is nature in some form around you, whether it be a forest, maybe you live near a wooded area, a park, a nature reserve, or green space within the middle of the city. Nature has everything you need to do hoodoo work. And it's free, but I think most of all, it's still fresh. There's still some energy in it that you can use. And that is what we work with in hoodoo, the spirit of things. And if you reciprocate, nature will teach you so many things that a hoodoo video such as this, or even hoodoo books, they can't teach you. This is the hoodoo of our ancestors, and I'm so happy to be a part of this, and I'm happy that you have an interest in this. Now, a good example of working with nature and how things can be easily obtained is cedar oil. The cedar tree was well used and revered by our ancestors during and after slavery. It is a very powerful ancient tree spirit. Cedar trees can live up to 2,000 years old. There is a cedar tree in Japan that I was reading about, which is believed to be about 7,000 years old. This is how ancient these trees can be. And even if you have a young cedar tree around you, remember the memory of trees goes back millions of years. So a new tree holds and retains the spirit, the energy, the memory of trees from millions of years ago. That is why they are so special in our hoodoo work and why our ancestors love them so much. So family, look around in your area and see if you have cedar trees growing there. And if you do, let me tell you, you are truly blessed. So find the cedar tree, adopt it spiritually. Family, leave offerings to it, give it fertilizer, clean up around it, go and take care of it regularly, give it offerings, talk to it, take care of it, and that cedar tree will grow a bond with you and it will take care of you. And that is guaranteed. And that is something that we have missed out on for generations. That is something that we have forgotten to do in hoodoo, truly connect with nature around us. So, family, when you want to work with a cedar tree, there are some things that you need to know. Cedar has a lot of power to do both good or bad. So in a minute, I'm going to show you how to make some cedar oil. But should you find a tree near you, here is how you can work with it. Family, you can break off a small limb, but the thing is, you don't want to pull it down. You don't want to snap the limb downward. You want to snap it up, push the limb upward to break it off. You want to leave the wound of that limb facing the sun. Now, for right hand work, always use the eastern side of the tree. And for left hand work, you want to use the western side of the tree. Now, you can use cedar wood to make a spiritual bath, and it is a wonderful healing helpmate. What you'll do is boil the wood in water, and you're going to add this hot water to your bath water. And you're just going to sit in this and bathe in it. Just bathe yourself in it. And it's going to help your healing process. It's going to help you it's just going to make you feel so much better. And this isn't like a spiritual cleanse where you stand up and you wash downward or upwards. You are actually soaking in this bath, and it's just going to help you so much. Now, you can also make an oil with cedar wood and use it to help get rid of bad luck. If you're struggling, if you're having bad luck, you can rub this cedar oil on the backs of your hands at sunrise to grow and increase whatever you put your hands to. So you can also put a little dot of it on your upper forehead to clear your mind of all the stress, the worries, the troubles, so that you can clearly see your way, so that you can find your way, find your solution, find your answer. Sometimes you got to get all of that confusion and stress out of your mind so that you can really focus on the problem. And cedar oil is really helpful for doing that. So here is how to make your very own cedar wood, and you can do this. Now, as I make this video, it's winter time. It's not a great time for gathering cedar bark or any type of wood because the sap is low in nature. Right now, the sap has flowed back down to the roots. Everything is concentrated in the roots right now. But late spring, early summer is the perfect time for gathering wood or bark because the sap rises back up during those times and it's nearing its peak. So if you live in a fairly warm climate, family, you can go ahead and gather cedar wood. But if you live near a sawmill that cuts cedar wood, you can probably get chips and shavings from them for free. You can also buy it off of eBay and Etsy too, very inexpensive. You just need a little, you don't need a lot. And you can use the wood, you can use the bark, the shavings, whatever you can get your hands on, family. You can always find a lot of your hoodoo materials, as I said, in wooded areas. And here I have some cedar bark. I would prefer to have some of the inner red cedar wood, and you can get that also online, but you can also get it from the trees that's nearby. So this is some cedar bark. I also have some pine, what we call fat wood, and you can see the red color in it. Cedar is pretty much the same. The inner wood is like this, except it's a little redder than this pine. But this is perfect for making pine oil. And today I'm going to be making some cedar oil with this bark. I am going to press the wood down in the jar because I want to make sure that the oil covers everything, and I'll be using avocado oil that has been slightly warmed. As I pour the oil over the wood, air bubbles are starting to be released. So I'll open up the bottle, press the wood with a spoon to kind of help the oxygen bubbles release. Now, I won't be able to get all of it out, but I want to get as much as I can, because that can kind of make your oil go bad sooner than you need it to. Now, I'm going to let this sit in a dark place for about 4 to 6 weeks. Afterwards, I'll strain the oil and I'll place it in a new bottle. It takes time to really get the spirit of the cedar into the oil, which is why you go for 4 to 6 weeks, 7 weeks if you can, but it's well worth the wait. And the power that cedar gives you in this oil is well worth it. So, family, please give it a try. Now, you can use the cedar oil on your hands or your forehead, like I told you before earlier in the video. You can wear it around on you, around your enemies to help keep them off of you. It works that way too. But family, this is something that you really want to give a try. I hope this video has been helpful to you and that you really will give cedar oil a try, because this is something that has been tried and proven by our ancestors. They have worked with it since they stepped foot on the shores of America. And I think it will work for us too today. So if you want to learn traditional hoodoo, please check out my books at my website. Right now, I have a sale going on, so take advantage. I will see you in the next video, family. Until then, just keep up the good work and building great things in your life. Ain't nobody gonna do it for you. So start using the hoodoo of our ancestors to build what you need.